For the next 5 to 10 minutes, I will be introducing you to aspects for you to consider when you are producing your technical section within your research plan of your grant application. What are the technical sections within the research plan? These are the methods that you are proposing to use, the descriptions of what you plan to do in terms of your statistics, health economics, and qualitative methods. And each of these will form a presentation following on from this introduction. These following sessions are about working with your methodologists. So what to expect when you're working with the methodologists and what the methodologists want from you when you're putting together their section, when they're putting together their sections. They're about ensuring the technical details are adequately presented. And the following sessions are actually not about teaching you the actual methods or trying to replace the input from a methodologist. So we encourage you to refer to the funder's guidance for each specific grant application, but generally there are components of these research methods that are the aspects around the research methods that should be included in the different sections of your grant application. So for the plain English summary, you could consider including a brief detail or overview of the study design and the methods used. In the scientific abstract, you could include potential headings of including the methods that you propose to use. In the research plan, you should provide, and this is in the guidance documents, sufficient methodological detail. It should address how the analysis will be conducted, for example, the power calculations where applicable, and these should be independently verifiable. In the detailed project description, there is a methods heading, and this enables you to provide more detail on your methods and to include more discussion of your choices. Make sure you detail the methodological approaches proposed. So, for example, justification for sample sizes, inclusion and exclusion criteria, nature of the follow-up, techniques of data collection, choice of analysis, and why. When you write your application, be aware that it will be reviewed by at least one methodologist. All NIHR panels will have at least one of each of a statistician, a qualitative methodologist, and a health economist. And the peer review process will also include at least one methodological review. However, you need to get these technical or methodology sections right, as this application will also be reviewed by non-methodologists. And so this section has to be written in a way that can be understood by those reviewers too. So what are the reviewers and funders looking for? Well, they want to see evidence that there's a sensible plan regarding anything related to to their field. For example, sampling, techniques for data collection, and choice of analysis. They will want to see that your methodological input is suitable for your proposed research area. They would like to be reassured that you have a team that can actually deliver on your proposed methods and have included co-applicants with suitable expertise. And that you have provided realistic costings to enable you to undertake these methods. Some final general points to bear in mind before I hand you over to each methodologist to take you through their areas of expertise. You should engage with your methodologists early on in the grant development. Include them when you start building your research team. They prefer to provide input early on in the process rather than those last minute sort of help, I need a health economist or I need a statistician. Often you'll find that they're not available at that stage. It helps if you know and can articulate the literature. Methodologists are often not clinical experts and are likely not to know your area of proposed research. And when you engage with your methodologists, do ensure that you have at least a vague idea of what you want to do. This can help with the initial discussions.